Hello, snacks, and welcome to my web. I'm your spider girl darling, Spider Ray. How is everybody doing today? I want to show off some avatars today. Hello to J Hill, hello Fire Spitter, hello Totally Not a Cow in men's clothing. Hello Dogtooth. Hello, hello. How's everybody been? It's been a while since I've been here. I am Pepper, don't worry. Don't be all angry. Glad you're doing well, Dogtooth. I'm actually quite nervous for it since it's been so long. Fire Spitter, why would you be so afraid? I mean, that's good, but you know. You love the avatar? Thank you. Totally Not a Cow. Thank you. I could tell when you said, hi mommy, I mean, I kind of took that as a good sign. In any case, I should probably go to my usual avatars and start from there. Just a second. Just a second. My desk's being weird. Hello, everybody. Why is my desk being weird? There we go. Now I'm behind my desk. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Thought you entered the back rooms? My bad. My bad. How's everybody doing? Good fan art material. Ooh, that's an exciting prospect. Thank you. It's been a while, hasn't it? I was generally getting a little worried for a bit. I was gone for about a month. I haven't streamed for about a month now. It's kind of strange. The pepper's gone and there's no sound. There should be sound now. I was just kind of being quiet while I changed avatars. I was actually like strangely nervous before starting the stream. I still get stage fright sometimes. Isn't that funny? Incredible new avatar for sure. Thank you, thank you. You have had some major health scares. What's going on, J-Hill? I hope you're okay. I hope things are a bit better now. So yeah, today I want to show off some avatars and some things that have happened since last time I've been around. And kind of just update everyone on how everything in general has been. J-Hill says, the important question is if everyone is healed from the accident. Kind of? Excuse me. Like, I'm basically better, Jody's better, Mal got a concussion, as you might know, and the issues from that aren't really gonna, like, they might somewhat clear up, but mostly they're just gonna be there forever, unfortunately, due to the circumstance of the concussion. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, no, like, yeah, Firestrider says, accident, what happened? Well, here, I can explain. About a month ago, not long before the last time I streamed, or maybe it was after the last time I streamed, I don't remember. Jody, Manal, and I were in a car crash. Basically, we were just driving along the road, and we stopped at, let's see, it was after the last stream, yeah. So since my last stream, I was in a car crash. We drive along the road, came to a stop, like red light, and then someone came at us and slammed into the back of our vehicle at like 40, maybe more miles per hour. And it was pretty uncomfy. Jody's car is still in the shop, actually. Like, has been for this entire time. And I got some minor whiplash. Jody got some trauma, basically. And Manal got a concussion. And we're all recovering and continuing from then. We have been recovering. I gotta reset my body. There you go. Now I'm not looking off into the sides. But yeah, that's what happened, and since then I haven't streamed due to wanting to recover, and it just kind of like takes some time to feel better. That is why I've been disappeared and gone. I talked about it in my Discord server, but maybe I should have also posted it onto the YouTube channel itself. If you ever want like very constant updates about my status and the channel status, definitely be in the Discord server, because that's where most of it happens. So yeah, that happened a month ago, and since then I've been spending time recovering. I've had a few of my own issues since then, like I was sick for a little bit. I've also been having some sleep issues, which very often happen around this time of year. As we get into fall and winter, my mental health starts to kind of go down a little bit, and I start having really bad sleep issues with the sun setting sooner. So like there was one night I didn't fall asleep until 6 a.m. and then 2 nights ago I didn't fall asleep until 5:30 a.m. Big suck. Big suck. So those have been difficult because I'll wake up the next day in just pain, really bad headache from not being able to sleep, exhausted. It's been real funky this past month, and I've been at the same time I was also just getting a little bit burnt out at the end of right before the car crash. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this time while I recover from car crash to also recover from burnout. And so I've also been doing that. So yeah, it's been a heck of a month that I've been gone, but I'm kind of glad I've been taking this break because I didn't want to force myself, because that's not going to be fun for me and not going to be fun for you, because I'm just going to be there like, ooh, like that, like, like that, and I don't want to be here like that. Fire Spirit says, oh shit, and Toy Not a Cow says, oh no, and also says, I hope everyone's doing better. Kind of. Like I said, I'm doing better, Jody's doing better, Manal has the concussion stuff, which is gonna, I guess, be kind of just indefinite, unfortunately. And, like, he himself has been having a lot of, like, sleep issues as well, just in a different way. But I don't want to, like, speak on that on behalf of Manal. So what else in chat? Tail says, the health scare that I had is I might have cancer of the booty variety. Apparently leave hemorrhoids alone long enough mixed with other things might have become cancerous, so we'll need to get that checked. Oh my god. I really hope you're okay. Please keep me updated. I know that must be really scary. Fire Spirit says, I'm so sorry to hear that. I knew something was off and sensed something was wrong, but I couldn't figure out what it was for the life of me. You mean in terms of J Hill? Vaca says, I saw on the Discord server, was very worried, but couldn't stay very updated as I was busy with uni. That's fair, that's fair. And Dogfish says, sorry this happened to all of you. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, no, like I said, it's been a heck of a month, just kind of out of nowhere. I do wonder, like, how different this past month would have been if there wasn't a car crash. Um, to a degree, I think I still did need a break anyways, just like I said, to recover a bit from burnout, because I don't want to be burnt out while streaming. Um, Firesport says, J Hill and you, Pepster, both of you, all of you. Okay, I see, I see. Yeah, no, it's okay. I was doing pretty good. Like, as many of you know, like, I've been so much happier since making this move here. Like, moving from Massachusetts to Arizona has been really great. And then just, it also, like, after a couple months, it just so happened that I had a car crash and was also burnt out. But, like, I don't know. I don't think it had much. It was like a big impact. I think that's why there was like a lot more stream cancellations than usual, which I feel bad about. I always feel like some super big guilt about canceling streams, which I need to be more okay with. It's funny because like I like having schedules because that allows me to like stay rigid in what I'm gonna do. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna make this happen, and it like makes me do things where otherwise I might like procrastinate. But at the same time, sometimes that makes me feel like, oh no, people are expecting this thing. What if I can't do this thing? It's funky. Yeah. How's my audio quality? Hang on. Okay, I think I sound good. I think I sound good. I think I sound good. Yep, I sound good. I was double checking because like this is also lots. Like I said, so much has happened. This is also my first stream with my new computer. Jody has my old computer now, the one I've been streaming on up until this point, for the past like 7 years, and now I have a new computer, which I used some of what's the word? Remember how I talked about my Papa Bill passing away? Inheritance. It was inheritance. I got some inheritance money for that, and so I used that for a new PC. And gave Jody my old one, which is really cool because now Jody has like an actual working PC, and we're thinking like, oh my gosh, Jody can stream from that computer while I stream from this computer. We could have so much stream going on, so much streamage. It's great. James is gonna eventually jump back in with both feet or go slowly back to the full schedule. I don't want to commit to either currently. So I guess that means kind of more like going slowly. I'm gonna start by just kind of like doing things when I feel up to it. I've been feeling extra up to it because otherwise I think I've been a bit understimulated, which is common for me because I don't get much socialization outside of my streams. So like it's streams are healthy for me, and also when they burn me out and I stop streaming, I start to recover from burnout, but then I also start getting at the same time understimulated and not having enough like social stuff going on. So like it's this weird like double-edged sword, I guess. You were in Arizona for a short bit? Oh my god. I live in Arizona now. Dogtooth says audio is good, thank you. Vodka says we care more about your health than a schedule. Well, thank you. Yeah, it was getting tough, and I often wish that there was more time in the day or in the week, just because there's so much I want to do. I wanna do all these streams. I want to do all this art, all this stuff. I was thinking, actually, this might be a good time to talk about this. I was thinking I might like start doing more sorts of series where it's actually me working on stuff. Like maybe make it like a half and half thing. Like half is like games and like Homestuck readings, stuff like that, and then other half is like me actually working on things like my visual novel or drawing streams maybe, or avatar creation streams, so on and so forth. I have a lot of ideas for like what I want to do coming up. I'll talk about more of that in a bit. Nakoshi, hello! Be not afraid to cancel whenever. We will wait for something good. Pepper stream, thanks. You know, Nakoshi, I still also, like, you are a particular standout for me in terms of, like, how you got introduced to my channel and how I got introduced to you watching my channel. Specifically because it was me watching your stream, watching my stream. And I think that's really funny. I think I've brought that up before, but I think that's really funny. Firesplitter says, listen, Pepper, next time you need to take a break, don't resort to desperate measures like that. I'm glad everyone's doing okay and recovering. I really appreciate that, all of you. Thank you. I have some residual stuff I'm like, everyone has residual, like, oh, I have to do this thing, or I have to be this way, sort of stuff. And, like, that means me too, and I think I often have these feelings where it's like, I can't, like, not do things. And it makes it more difficult to be on breaks, too, because if I'm on break, I feel guilty for being on break. Vodka says, yay, Human, hi Human, saying, hey, I just want to jump in and say I'm glad you're alive. You're an awesome VTubing queen. I hope your stream goes smooth. Actually, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope all turns out okay. I do too. And thank you, Human. I really appreciate you stopping by. We love Human. We love Skylar Stone around here. Fire Spitter hugs everyone. Yay. Nicosia says, I am an entity. I'm glad that I found your channel for real. Heck yeah, and I'm glad that we found you as well. So, one of the things I wanted to talk about today, as you can see from the title, is avatars and plurality. Because I have been working on a lot of avatars, as you may have also noticed from my Discord server and from the beginning of the stream. I don't know, I've just been working on a lot of avatars and also kind of like exploring my plurality, because plurality is something that has been difficult for me to, I know I've said this before as well, but it's been difficult for me to accept about myself for a while. When it came to me transitioning, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I can be a girl. When it came to plurality, I was like, oh no, not another thing, please. And so there's been a lot of internalized stuff in that regard. So I've been slowly, over the past like couple years, exploring it more and more. And I'm thinking, like, you know that I have the avatar Vera, I have the avatar Lux, which is this one, I have the avatar Surmei. I've kind of concluded that there is around 8 selves, and that's how I'm going to put it, 8 selves. Vodka says, oh no, not another thing. I felt that. Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? It's like, I don't need to do that right now. I don't need another thing, please. I'm good. I'm chill. I'm okay. So that's what that whole thing was. And I definitely did have some, like, I'll admit to some internalized, like, stuff going on with that, where I was like, oh, these other people can do it, but, like, I can't do it. I shouldn't do it. Like, oh, that makes sense. I'm faking it. All classic stuff. And then just a lot of projection. It's in the sense, though, that I, like, understand and I can acknowledge that I am doing that, so I think that's good. But it has been so fun to explore also, as I've become more and more okay with it. It's kind of interesting, actually. So I realized I probably haven't talked about this on stream yet, I think. You know all my characters, like Molly down there, Lychee and Skya down there, like all the characters I draw, hang on, can I just like, hang on. Let me get a picture on stream, because it's just another opportunity for me to show my characters anyways. Oh, whoa, what was that? Casa 2 became a snack. Thank you for this. Thank you. I also thank you for this. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you enjoy my streams. My name is Pepper, and I am streaming. Let me get my character drawing thing. Whoa, it's so big. It's so big. Okay. All these characters. You see all these characters? All these characters. I've realized that to a degree, they were actually, like, almost all of them were expressions of myself and ways I wanted to be, and, like, in terms of self-expression. And so it's kind of funny, as I've started to recognize and examine my plurality, how many of my different selves actually were represented through these characters before I even, like, knew plurality was a thing. And I think that's kind of neat. And that's gonna be some of the stuff we talk about today as well. So, like, I want to show off these new avatars. I've come to the conclusion that there are, did I say this already? I can come to the conclusion that there are about 8 selves of mine, which is perfect, because spider, and 8 legs, 8 eyes, that whole thing. But, like, I've come to the conclusion that there is around 8 of me, and you've seen 3 of them, because that's me, and Vera, and Surme. Who's the white helmet character? White helmet. White helmet. Hang on. Oh. White helmet. White helmet. What white helmet character? Oh, do you mean the one on the desk? On the desk. Yeah, that is another character of mine. That is like a fan character in Halo. It's just my Spartan OC that I call Spartan Pierce. Spartan Pierce X72. Spartan Fighter Pierce X72. That whole thing. Focus is also, that's why you're Spider. Maybe it came in that direction instead of the opposite direction. Maybe that's how. Maybe it was that thing first before the before the spider thing. Who knows? But yeah, that's who the white helmet character is. My character from Halo, who I also would like to draw at some point. I have so many characters I need to draw. Vodka says, as someone both mentally and physically disabled, I felt that. Yeah. 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 Same here. Same here, dude. Ew, there's a gross Pepe on my screen. I still need to change that. I still have yet to do that for some reason. The 8 inner gates of Pepper. Firesplitter says, I'm still arguing and bickering with my mental split. We might be far more symbiotic now, but we're still going at it constantly in different matters. Vodka says, no, don't make me laugh. My tummy hurt. My tummy hurt. Oh no. What did I do that was funny? Firesplitter says, I wish I could join your Discord and be part of everything more succinctly. I'm still stuck here on YouTube alone, and new British politics stuff has made things feel far too unsafe to be anywhere else. Politics lately, that's a whole fucking thing, actually. There's the politics of the past month. I'm not going to talk about right now. This is, like, we talk about a lot of politics right now. I don't feel like doing that at the moment. We'll probably talk about it at some point. Not right now, I think. In terms of, like, the Charlie Kirk stuff and things that have happened since then, and the, like, waves of incidents that have become a thing since then as well. Yeah. We'll talk about that another time. Right now, I'll talk about happier things. Politics is good to talk about and very good to be aware of, and something that I like and enjoy to talk about, but we'll save it for another time for this time. Especially for my, like, coming back stream right now. I don't want it to be that. You can still talk about stuff in the chat and maybe I'll reply, but, like, yeah. You make the bit... The big nod. Happy subject? Yeah, like the avatars and stuff, which I'm gonna show off. So, before I went on this hiatus, I had 4 avatars, but only 3 of which I used. Comfy compliment for Fire Spitter. Fuck you. I'm giving you the Zach treatment, sorry. But no, no, Fire Spitter, you are really cool, and you are sweet, and I appreciate your understanding of my stuff, and like my, like me talking about all this stuff that I've liked all the past month. I really appreciate your understanding and your kindness and all. Thank you so much. You are cool and kind. And also, I will draw a card. Yes. Let's get rid of this picture. Okay, card. All right, so let's do card. It's like 35? Is it? Do we have 35 cards or is it 37? 37 cards. I knew it was one of those two. Okay. 37. 28. You got card 28. Let's see card 28. Oh my gosh. It's a fucking J Hill. A classic J Hill. Sasha Flemington. Femboy gamer. Sasha is a cute but shy boy who lives alone in an empty home. He spends most of the day in a dark bedroom playing video games and going online, and most of the night dressing up in pretty clothes. He loves looking and feeling cute, but is way too shy to go out to show it off. He particularly likes dark clothes that match his sleepy eyes and long hair. Anything that is just a little too big for him are his favorite. Hey, I guess, what games do you like? Is the quote. And we're gonna put this over here so it's not covering up the 18 plus. Okay. Okay, there's your card. There you go. J-Hill's like, woo! Yes, yes, yes! Hopes an ace of spades. Nah, it's a femboy. Sorry. Vaga says, Sasha's my favorite. We are best friends now. Nice. That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you two get to hang out and chill times together like that. Yeah, so... yeah, I don't know. The femboy of spades, oh my goodness. Firespark says, believe me, I get it. It's not fun when life takes a shit on you, and you've become one of my favorite people in recent times, especially as a fellow peer. Feels nice having another equal in life. I really appreciate that. It is nice. Thank you. But yeah, if you remember last time, as of the last time I was streaming, I had 4 avatars. I had this one, I had Vera, I had Surmay, and then I had the new Lullaby, who was a different one of myself. And I have a few different thoughts about all this. So I was doing a couple of things because of my nervousness and my anxiety around my plurality. One was I was not letting myself show the Lullaby avatar unless I was completely feeling the Lullaby self fronting, as it's called. I also need to get better with using these words to describe myself. If you have any questions about what any of this means in terms of plurality, feel free to ask. But like I was like, I'm not going to show that avatar unless that self is fronting, because I don't want the, I guess, quote unquote immersion to be messed up or wonky. Because I think for me it's pretty affirming to see them as kind of separate in that sense. Like, I don't want to show off Lullaby unless I am actually Lullaby at that point in time. Vaka says, hello, person with alters. Have I not talked about that with you watching, Vaka? Tail says, spades is a king thing, so I had to do a double take and realize it wasn't meant that way. You freaking horny little fucking horny hill. Horny hill and not J Hill. Horny hill? Nope. I was really unique. That's true, but I guess I don't know how long it was since last time you were here before this month that I was gone, you know? It's kind of flowed together and all that. But in any case, oh my gosh, Dogtooth just joined the server. Was that my server? Oh my gosh. Dogtooth joined my server! Okay. Okay. Yeah, I keep getting caught, like, mid-conversation. My apologies, I have a lot on the brain. But yeah, I had this whole idea of, like, oh, I don't want to express that self unless I'm completely feeling that self. And 2 things have come out of that. One has been that it meant I just haven't shown that avatar at all, because I just haven't been Lullaby in, like, my brain. 2, I realize I'm not really being any of those selves in the first place. Like, I'm rarely anyone but Lux on my streams. It's rare that I'm Vera or Surmay or Lullaby or the others. And I think that's due to anxiety, because I'm like, oh no. Like, you know when you hang out with friends, especially people who are plural, you know when you hang out with friends and you show them, like, this version of you, and it's like, well, now if I show them a different version, it's gonna be weird, because this is what they see me as, right? It's kind of like that. I feel like it'd be weird to show my other selves on streams for a similar reason, but I also really want to, because, like, I want this to be the place I can express every part of myself. And so at the same time, the 2 things that have come of that whole rule I made for myself is Lullaby avatar just hasn't shown up, and 2, I don't think the Lullaby self is showing up in the first place because I'm anxious anyways, so that means the avatar will never show up. So it means I have to let myself use that avatar even if I am not that self at the moment. And also, here's the other big thing. I've been thinking I might try to somewhat force it, but I mean force it in a good way. Where I try to make myself these different selves, these different alters, and then do a stream completely as that alter. Because I want to, like, quote unquote practice it, and I don't know. I think that can be a thing. To varying levels of success for different people. So I kind of, like, for example, if we bring up the characters again, right? Let's see. Let's see, where is my window? This one. Okay, so see this one right here? This one with pink hair right next to me? That one? That one with pink hair? That one, her name was Molly. And she, for a while was like, before I transitioned, and before I was even like realized I was trans, when I was in like big denial, I was like, well, I'm not a girl, but at least I can like roleplay being a girl online and in videos and stuff. And so like in some streams back then and on like online some back then, like 2018, 19, I was like being Molly sometimes. And I realized like that was just one of my selves. And also like egg behavior, but also that was just one of my selves. J.O. says Molly is the AI who gets eaten by the spider lots, if I remember. That's right. That's correct. So I don't know, it's been some interesting stuff where it's like I really was just like showing myself in so many different ways without realizing it. Like with Plurality and with like egg behavior and all that stuff. And like all those videos are privated now because most of the stuff from before transition is privated. But like there was a whole point in time I was making videos as this character. I even had like a VTuber avatar for it. I had a VTuber avatar. I don't know if I have pictures of that avatar anymore. I can see if I do. But I don't know, it's just so interesting, all this stuff. And here, hang on a second. And like, so like at the beginning of the stream, I was kind of forcing one of the selves when you saw that. I was kind of forcing it. So like my point there was that I can, like, if I force it in such a way where I'm doing it as a like I was playing Molly as a character, but also that character was the expression of one of my selves. And so I'm thinking like I can do streams where I kind of force it by like role-playing an exaggerated version of that self, or maybe not even exaggerated, but I role-play that alter and that'll kind of make it happen. Does that make sense? So I'll have a stream where it'll be like, oh, Lullaby plays blank, or Lullaby does blank, and it's just the entire stream is Lullaby, and it might be partially me trying to make it happen, but also partially it actually happening. And that I think will make me feel more comfortable with the plurality, as well as expressing the plurality. Here, I want to move this down some more. There you go. Super chat goal was missing. Okay. Okay. Here, I got a picture. How do I want to do this one? Do I have the thing? Nope, I don't. Okay. Okay, I have to put the picture in manually. I can't just share my screen. Oh my god. There we go. This is Molly. This was like the 3D avatar at least I used for a while. With the thighs. This is the avatar I used for a while. That was supposed to be that character down there on the screen. That you see in my drawn background. Where I would just allow myself to be cutesy and small, you know? And of course, like I said later on, I kind of just realized it was an expression of myself. And I've been realizing that's been like true about like most of these characters you see back here. You didn't see it? Oh, I can show you again. Molly. It's the same character that's like right in between, right there. You see? You see right there? I wish you could see my mouse also, but like right there, you can see the character right there, and also right there, but right there. You tried to say I was visiting Arizona to get to Nevada to celebrate my 21st birthday, but it was at night when I passed through. Very spooky. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. Spooky and dark and, like, empty, probably. Vaga says you had a VTuber avatar and I didn't see it. It was very rare, and it wasn't me being, like... I was trying to play a character, even though that character was actually an expression of myself. So, like, at the time, I was very much showing this as like, oh, a character, not actually me, of course, but like a character, when it was definitely an expression of me. You pass through these canyons. Ooh, cool. J Hill says adorable, thank you. Firespitter says cute, and Firespitter also says, I get what you mean completely, Pepper. It might not be the same thing exactly, but I know people with DID and have systems and alters. I have one myself, kinda. Yeah. Yeah. I have memory issues with it too sometimes. It's frustrating. When I was sick, it was really weird because I was sick for like 5 days or so last week, and it just kind of really took me out. And when I was better, I was like, I think during that I was like none of my alters. It was weird. I just couldn't focus or do anything. It was so weird because when I came back, I remembered not much of those 5 days. Whether that was a plurality thing or a sick thing, I don't know. But I don't remember much of that 5 days. And that happens to me a lot. I have a lot of memory issues with plurality stuff, I think. A good way to describe it is like, it feels like, I think this is the way other people describe it too, is like it feels like waking up. When you kind of like switch, it feels like you're just waking up from a dream or something. Vodka says, I have OSDID. What is OSDID? I don't know what the OS is. This is stuff like I'm willing to answer questions on, but I'm also absolutely willing to learn stuff from all of you because plurality is still very much something I'm learning about. I've learned, I know a lot about transness and gender stuff, but not nearly as much about plurality, and I'd love to hear anyone who wants to talk about it tell me more. If I ever like don't know something, or if you just have something you want to share about it, or etc. But yeah, so I want to show off these avatars actually. So like, I want to not let the fact that I can't always express these selves on command, I want to not let that fact make it so I don't use a bunch of my avatars that I've made and put work into and all that. So even if I am like mentally presenting as Lux, I don't want that to mean I can't show off these new avatars. So that's what I'm going to do today. Other specified dissociative identity disorder? Oh, okay. Can I ask what the difference between that is and like OSDID compared to just DID? Like, what does the other specified part mean? Firespitter says, I'm far more integrated with myself nowadays and my system, my mental split, and everything is far more unified than it's ever been before, along with my identities, but it does bleed through sometimes. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, but yeah, I want to show off avatars. So, of course, you all know this one. Let me slide stuff over so I can mess with different windows. Don't mind all this stuff. Don't mind these screen stuffs. Okay, so, you've seen this one as Lux. You've seen, you've seen Vera. You've seen Vera as well. Yep. You have seen... You have seen Surmay. Vox is basically a lot like DID, but not DID. Like, we don't meet all the criteria, but we're definitely not just one identity. I see. Okay. Interesting. Okay, and now I'm gonna show off the new ones. Alright, are you all ready? Like, last time I showed Lullaby, I was too scared to even show myself talking. There we go. Which is kind of funny, because that's the same thing I did with being trans. Like, when I was pretending to, like, roleplay, or when I was roleplaying Molly, I was like, okay, I can't let any hint of the fact that I am not actually Molly slip through. But, like, no, it's okay. It's all connected. Like, there was actually a post Jody showed me, which kind of was talking about, like, this idea that where, like, people feel like plurality and alters have to be completely 100% separated is actually kind of harmful, because, like, that's not always how it works. Sometimes there's, like, a lot of overlap or crossover, and that's okay. And I think it's part of that I have to get through. It's just also unfortunate that I'm sure that does mean, like, people looking at me won't always understand that, I think. Yes, this is Lullaby. This is Lullaby. I've shown Lullaby before, but I'm doing it again. I love the smile I have. Mischievous and playful. Dark Queen is always the vibe this gives, and it's nice. Thank you. Thank you. Shiny says, hey Pepper, I missed you. Hot damn, that looks amazing. Thank you. Thank you. It was one of my versions. I'm currently not the self that this avatar represents, but that's okay. I can still, like, inhabit the body, inhabit the physical form. Some of them will meld with others, alters, or with other alters happens to me, yeah. And I think I need to also, like, be okay with that. Okay. So that's this one. With a tail and everything, it looks pretty cool. I think the tail is pretty great. I could use that tail to do erotic stuff. Okay. I also have a different version of this avatar. Because, you know, a lot of my avatars have to have the option to be stripped. So there's this. Very, very, very lewd. Indeed. And I like how you can kind of see the eyes a little bit. In a mysterious and freaky sort of way. Jail just says booty. Yes, yes, indeed. Thank God you're not doing crossbow training today. What was that supposed to mean? Okay, so that is this avatar. That is this avatar. Okay, now here's time for the ones that you actually haven't really seen in motion yet. So the first one I worked on during this past month was this one. Which is kind of like the angry one could say. I confused this one with Vera a lot before, but it's not Vera. I don't have a stripped version of this one yet. You can look at the nails, they're like trans nails. The face has some stuff. Princess, lesbo bitch. Trans flag, spider. But this is the one, like, that will... Like, Vera is, like, calm and chill, and, like, Dom, this is the one that's, like, angry and loud and Dom, you know? That makes sense? Remember that video I posted? The one screaming about you dying and then like insulting you about gravity. That should have been this one and not Vera. Very bratty. But bratty in a dom way. Bratty usually doesn't mean dom, but I mean it in a dom way. Firesplitter says, as someone who's always looking into new research materials, I enjoy writing erotica. Don't judge me. I'm not going to judge you. I'm making a visual novel. I'm making a porn visual novel right now. What do you mean? I'm not going to judge. I'm thoroughly impressed by these models. Thank you. I've been making a porn visual novel on stream. I have like 5 episodes of it so far or something. You're very good at character design. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Vodka. And then Shiny says, damn. Nakoshi says, I vibe heavily with the runes across the body. Hell yeah. I'm saving this for art refs. Yay! I'd love to see fan art. It'll just make me extremely happy. It'll make me feel very validated and affirmed. Princess Dom. Yeah, exactly. That's it, J-Hill. That's it. You got it. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Like that whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. That's why it says princess on, like, the band-aid on the face. And I was kind of thinking this one might just be named Princess. I should show off the expressions. The angry one. I like the angry one. Okay. This is one of the only places I openly speak lewdly. I'm sorry you don't feel comfortable doing that other places, but absolutely feel free. How tall is she? I don't know. I've kind of assumed they're all the same height as in my height, but like probably not actually. I don't know. I mean, if you look at the thumbnail, I have that picture that's like... Here, I can actually just show it on stream too. Let me do some stuff. Here we go. This picture. This kind of shows the heights. This is all of them, actually, by the way. I still have the 8th one that I need to work on, but this is the avatars. Let's hide that so it's easier to see. And I can hide me so it's also easier to see. Yeah, there we go. This is the avatars. The 2 that you haven't seen yet are the blue ones. And I'm also working on the 8th one, which is going to be like a creepy, like scary mask girl. Like M-A-S-K, like a girl in a mask. Not M-A-S-C. Yeah. Okay. Let me get the next one. So yeah, this one, this one I am thinking of just like the name being literally Princess. I think that might be the name. I'm not sure exactly yet, but probably Princess. The other 2, one of them I don't really have a name for, and that's gonna be the next one here. The next one I made over this time was this one, which I named, originally was gonna be Spidere, but then I realized like, oh no, this one has really cutesy energy, and that's kind of accurate, and I was just kind of going with it, and that's kind of how it feels, and I don't think this is actually Spidere. I think this is, the equivalent of my Skya character. So if I put my characters on the screen again, you see the one right there with the white hair? I think this is the equivalent of that one, and just being kind of like a quiet kind of presence. Yeah. I got the funny socks. I like those types of socks. This is the smile. And then I'll show more expressions. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Hugging intensifies. Firesplitter says, I do like being able to be very open about adult topics here. It's liberating. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's been so ridiculous to me. The, like, weird, I don't know, like, anti-kink, anti-sex, like, sexual exploration stuff that's been going on lately. I've talked about that a bit on streams. But, like, people have been really weird lately about just horniness in general being, like, apparently bad. It's very strange to me. Abba dabba dooby. Abba dabba dabai. Yeah, there you go. So that's this one. That's this one. Look at this flowy hair. It's very flowy. And this one actually has like some white in it. Some white in the hair. I'm trying not to think too much of it as toothpaste. Whenever I see like hair like this, I think it looks really cool, and I also think it looks like toothpaste. And I don't want toothpaste hair. I don't want my hair to be toothpaste. Yeah. But this avatar is much more like quiet and like soft. Okay. And then the last one, which is the one I was working on a few days ago that I don't think I've shown outside of the thumbnail and that picture I just showed you earlier. I haven't sent this one in the server or anything. This was the one that actually is, I am calling Spidere. Like the official character named Spidere. Look at this. Another tail. The same socks also, and also more blue skin. I'm thinking of making a blue and pink skin version for each of the avatars. And can you tell there's the extra eyes up there on the head? Extra eyes. When I blink, they open more. Also this thing, which I think is pretty cool, I got a womb tattoo. It's a spider and it has like extra parts coming out of it. I think it's really cool. Jiggle physics? What do you mean? What are you talking about? It's funny because I'm wearing like a bone thing, but that also jiggles for some reason. The physics are confused about themselves. One of my favorite parts about this, strangely, one of the most gender affirming, like sexy parts of this one, I think, is when I turn around and you can see the butt like that. Like there's just nothing there. It's like it covers the top part of the butt, but the lower butt is just exposed. I like that a lot. Jelly bones. Jello bones. Yes. Okay, and facial expressions? There you go. So this one is basically my character Lychee. The one that's right there with the purple skin and the Pokebones. I still don't really know how to add Pokebones. You saw that with my avatar Lux earlier, like the red bone pokey bits in the tail. But I commissioned someone to make that for me, but they only made it so it can only be on that one avatar ever and not on my other ones, so I don't know how to make it so they can also be my other ones. Because the point was that they would each have like a tail and pokebones like that, but they made it in such a way that like that's not possible, and I don't know how to make that possible without commissioning another person. So that's kind of unfortunate. But I hope to figure that out at some point. But yeah, this one is like the actual... I should go over like personalities and stuff. This, I mean, I did. The other one was like the kind of like soft, innocent, not really innocent, but soft, quiet one. The other one was the princess, is like the oh. This one is kind of just like the extremely, will kill you while doing a sex one. This is the one that will literally like rip you apart. That's this one. Because it's based off Lychee, my super most bug girl that I have. Like, there's bugs living in these boobs, probably. If we're going full-on Lychee mode, which I probably am, then I got bugs in my boobs. I got bugs in my boobs. No, just please, oh my god, please. Fire Spirit is, holy fuck, that's hot. Thank you. I hope you liked the personality I was kind of showing off and forcing a little bit in the beginning here, but that's how it's gonna go. Sometimes when to practice, you know. But yeah, this is the sexy one. I can do that whole thing with the pose, which is pretty cool. Let me see if I can do that again. Let's see. Yeah, so a new thing I can do now is poses. So I can do... I can do this. Hang on. There we go. So yeah, I can do this, which is pretty sexy, which is what I was doing at the beginning of the stream. Why'd that scare me? The movement is because VTubers don't usually have movement like that. I thought you fell. Oh no. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. But yeah, I'm thinking of making like different color avatars, like having a pink and blue version for each of my avatars, like I do with my 2D one. Yeah, I got booby bugs. I got bugs living. My babies, my bug daughters are living in my boobs. And I'll just like watch you while I play games or something, or I'll just sit like this. I can also do other poses though too. This one's called Smug, but it looks like I'm just sniffing my hand. Or I'm trying to talk on an invisible phone. But yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I can show myself off more, and that's what I like. But yeah, I'll leave that there with the poses. You don't mind if I take notes, do you? Well, about what? You can take notes. I don't know what it was about, but you can take notes. Jojo Pepper posing. Oh no. You really are a mommy. That's what I've always wanted to be. I want to be a mommy that kills people. Sexily and sexually. That sounds awesome, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound like the best? So yeah, this one is basically Lychee. Like, I can go through each of these now that I've gone through all the avatars. I have one more. It's going to be the mask one. I just got to figure out how to make a mask work on these because I don't know how to do that yet. And I don't want... Like, I can, but I don't want it to be like one of those 2D PNG image masks like with the Helmeppo pumpkin. That was almost a year ago. Can you all believe that? That was a year ago. Next month. That would have been a year ago that I was doing that. In any case, so this one is basically Lychee. I was expressing this version of myself through Lychee before. And then, which is the one I'm standing in front of. That's Lychee. I should do another, like, character thing at some point, a character stream about all my characters. Okay, and then we got, this one, which is basically kind of both Skya and also Sasha. This one's kind of both Skya and also Sasha. And then This one, Lullaby, is kinda Ophelia. Yeah. Just very, very, like, also, this one is also going to kill you in a horny way, but is also going to be a lot more, like, see, that's the differences, is this, there's a lot of overlap between this one and, Spidere, because they're both going to kill you in a horny way, but also, this one is a lot more, like, mischievous and will laugh and be, like, loud and ridiculous about it, and then, while Spidere will be more, like, methodical and, like, quiet and, like, mommy about it. And like caring. Actually, I said Ophelia, but she's actually a lot more like Rio. Personality-wise, Rio's not going to kill you sexually, but personality-wise, a lot more like Rio and just being really kind of ridiculous. And having that big evil smile. Princess is basically Molly. Even actually down to the twin tails, I didn't even realize that. But it's basically Molly in that, just being aggressively smug and like angry. Yep. Surmay is definitely Abiska. My old Homestuck OC. Surmay is absolutely Abiska. Like, very much Abiska. The green skin one there. And then, Vera is kinda Marilyn over here. Basically the equivalent of Marilyn. It's funny, because, like, I say Surmay is Abiska, but also Surmay is on here as a drawing. Like, this is also Surmay, this one right here. With the black hair and the cat ears. These are the same person. It's just I drew this one before I actually had an avatar designed. But we are the same person, this one and me. This is the same person. Yep. Hello, Kazatu, thank you for stopping by. I'm Pepper. I saw you subscribed earlier. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you enjoy. I'm talking about myself. I'm currently talking about myself. How are you? Vaka says death by snoo snoo. Vaga says, wait, are your daughters in between your boobs underneath or in your nipples? No, like inside my boobs. Inside my boobs. They could come out of me through my nipples probably, but they're inside my boobs. I'm sorry if this is your first introduction, Kazatu. This always happens. That's the introduction. It's always something like this, huh? Okay. But no, like literally inside my boobs. Inside the boobies. You were making your own characters in a full-fledged personality. Well, they were a full-fledged personality. I just didn't realize it at the time. They were just hidden inside of me. That's the whole thing, is it's like Surmay was my expression of myself, and Abiska was my expression, and Lychee and Molly. It's just that I expressed myself that way, and then didn't let myself act that way because I was too scared. And I still kind of do that, at least in certain circumstances. You ever, like, just want to be, like, an entire anime character? Like, you ever just want to be an entire, cast of anime characters? You ever want an anime, but all the characters are you? Shino Abarame of boobs. I don't know what that means. Everyone's first impression of you has to be ridiculous. It's a rite of passage. That makes sense. Vaka, do you remember what your first impression of me was? It's how you're sworn in as one of us. That's true, that's true. See if you, like, stick around after hearing that. Positive shows up and is like, oh, she just talked about bugs in her boobs.
Hey, loser.
Time to make my choice about whether whether this is too much for me or not. Kazutu also, though, you did, points immediately. You'll get more points by, just hanging out in chat and also watching. You get more points automatically as you stay here. Yokoshi is the bug jutsu guy from Naruto, if you've watched it. I haven't watched it. I watched, like, random episodes as a kid because I thought it was just a regular cartoon. But I don't know much about what I was watching. Okay. See, also, it's kind of funny. I am actually kind of Surmei now instead of Lux. Funny enough, whoa. What was that? I don't think any of these these drawings on here are actually, like, a representation of Lux, besides the one that actually is Lux, like, right here. Because that was the only one that I actually kind of did let myself express a lot of the time. Like, this one was already kind of me, you know? I have a larger head in this original one, in this drawing. I'm always bad with head sizes. They're always very inconsistent. Kazutu says, I've been a silent viewer. I'm aware of your character. Oh, okay. How long have you been here, Kazutu? If it's okay to ask. Bats, hello, Pep. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be doing a stream. Yeah, I kind of just want to talk about all this stuff. I guess that's all I really want to talk about, but I'm probably just going to hang out and talk for a bit now. Fire Spitter says, I need to leave, unfortunately, but I'm getting a major headache. And it's going to drive me mad otherwise. But I'm so glad you're doing okay, Pepper. All my love to you and everyone else from Scotland. Thank you. Thank you, Fire Spitter. Thank you. Vodka says, I think it was back when you were just starting out and getting consistent. I don't know. I've been streaming since like making videos and content since 2013. How have you been watching me since 2013? Spicy hugs, okay. You get spicy hugs in this avatar. Okay. Hug. 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 Mwah. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yay. There we go. Kazutu, it's a long while since the D&D stuff. Oh my gosh, it's the D&D stuff. Oh my gosh. Like the Monster Play one? Because goodness gracious. That was like a few years ago at this point. Wow, you really have been like a hardcore silent viewer. That's really interesting. Thank you for watching. That's very funny. Like watching since then, not being subscribed, but being quiet and hidden. I've always said like there's like 7 people watching currently, but there's like 5 people talking. There's a couple of mystery people here I don't know about. Vodka says, not 2013, no. Just zoom in on jiggle physics. Well, when you hug someone,
Thanks,
that's where it goes.
Peace sign.
Oh my gosh. You're welcome, Michael Sanders from Video Game Grand Theft Auto 5 released in 2013 starring Luke. Oh, you're welcome, Captain Fire Spirit. Thank you for liking the stream. See ya later. Oh, you're about to penetrate. Yep.
Now penetrating Pepper's people pile. Prepare yourself.
Yep, you penetrated. I've been subscribed on my main account and made this one to chat. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate having you. Especially if you've been here for so long. It's nice to finally meet you. Hello. I guess, the bug boobs thing might have not been as unexpected then. You really got to watch my full, like, transformation in terms of, like, transition then, huh? That means you've been here for longer than most people in this chat, except for, like, Vaka. That's redonkulous. That's completely redonkulous, and also cool. Fire Spitter says, I forgot about that sound alert. Yeah, go have fun penetrating. Okay. What am I thinking? I don't know what, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing next. My arms are going through my other arms. That's not supposed to be the case. Can I, like... Hang on, can I, like... There we go. I see I'm changing my pose live on camera. Oh, this actually bumps the stuff. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize that. There we go. That looks a little less weird. That looks a little bit less weird now. My arms are no longer penetrating me. A lot of penetration right now. Fox says, yeah, essentially. I don't know, for some reason, I think you were talking about cheese when I first popped in. Was it me doing the big cheese bit?
The big cheese.
Because that's kind of a funny bit. Fox says, it's been too long and I found you at a very disassociated time in my life. I see. That's fair. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Kazuchi says, I'm not a hardcore fan. I've seen your D&D stuff, a little of your podcast, and mostly the Minecraft stuff. I see. Still, though, that's really cool. Yeah, I talk about weird stuff, though. Like bugs in my boobs. Oh yeah, it was the big cheese? Oh, I know exactly what that moment is. I have a clip of that moment. Oh my gosh. Hang on. We should look at some clips, maybe. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe I should go over to the... Oh, jeez. What is that? That was a lot. See, now I'm back to Lux for sure. I'm all over the place. I have to freaking sign in. Hi, Andre. Welcome to stream. Joshua Andre. Sorry you're late. By the way, I miss you. I missed you too. Ugh. My throat is really dry. It's been, like, dry today. I have to input a number. There we go. It would be so cool if there was a mechanism for your avatar to immediately change when one of your altars... I know, right? That'd be so cool. The problem is I don't really know when it happens every time. But, like, I was talking to Audrey. I don't know who of you here knows Audrey. Okay, you know how I moved to Arizona, right? Audrey's been in chat also. I moved to Arizona into a place here with Jody. And this place is Minal and Audrey's house. Minal is Jody's other partner, and Audrey is Minal's other partner. So it's part of the polycule stuff. Let's see. Which clip did I want to show? Oh, the big cheese. Big cheese. Classic clip. Snacks, this is a classic clip. Let me make it so you can see stuff a bit better. Classic clip. So you're saying you came from this moment?
Hey, big cheese.
Big cheese. Oh my gosh.
Recover pepper, and also I can't be there to say it in the Discord. Always know that you and everyone that's formed your community have become truly dear to me and my heart. All the love to each and every.
I was wondering if it would cut off. Thank you so much, Fire Spitter. Thank you. I really appreciate it. We love having you here. I really appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. And it's okay if you can't always be here. I'm sorry that you're not able to use Discord. I hope things like that get easier for you over time. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love streaming. I love being here. I needed a break, but also I love being here so much. Okay. We gotta watch this clip. Because I need to confirm if this is the moment you came in on, Vaca.
Hey, big cheese.
Big cheese. Oh yeah.
The big cheese.
The big cheese.
Ah, Python.
Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? What? I'm sorry, what?
Not ready for that one.
What? I wasn't ready for that transition from one voice quickly. and then so lightning speed back to the normal
Oh,
one.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Good times. Good times. It's funny also because like that was like 3 years ago apparently. A year into my transition, it looks like. Uh, about a year. It was like August, so that's like 8 months into my transition. Um, when I was doing voice training, and I don't know if you've noticed, my voice has kind of changed since then because like I started off with like talking like this and all that, and then I went to that voice which was I was talking like this and trying to act extra like cutesy and femme, or at least trying to sound that way, and now I've kind of like defaulted down to this. What a time! What a time! And so that really that really surprised Delta on that. Jail says fire stole my crown for good and left. Wow, what a bitch. Bacchus, I came in much earlier than this, but I think this is when I officially became not a cow in men's clothing. I see. I see. I see, I see. You used to call me Count? I think I remember that. I think I remember that. Count. Oh my gosh. For that was something else I forgot. Fox says, I like all your voices, but this current one feels more natural and nice. Yeah, that one was a little bit more forced at the time, but that's kind of how it works when you're voice training. It'll just sound forced for a bit. How many years was that? That was 3 years ago, that clip I just showed. J-Hill says, I must go sell my kidney so I can donate and steal it back. Oh my god. It's not that important, J-Hill. Has the crown mechanic really become, like, a danger to this community? Fox says, yeah, you remember? I remember Count. I remember that. So weird. Joshua Andre says, I like all your models. You missed me showcasing them all. Maybe I should do it again. Maybe I should do it a second time. Maybe again. Maybe again. I'm gonna actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go through every single avatar I have right now. Of the 3D ones, at least. Here we go. We got this one. So we got this avatar. I gotta get rid of the background thing again. Yeah. Yeah, we got this one. Look at those thighs, though. Look at those thighs. And you can... Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. I did make a lot of new models. Nicole says, King Neptune when Plankton stole that thing. Are you gonna live stream tomorrow? I don't know. JL says, oh no, not at all. I just like to meme and goober. Yeah. Don't look at what? Don't look at that. Don't look at that. You can see the full tum and everything. Look at that. I mean, don't look at that. Obviously, we're too fast for us to see anything. I see. How long did it take you to make those models? I don't know. Each one took me a few days, maybe 1 to 3 days. They're not that hard to make in a Vroid. I'm actually thinking of doing these for commissions. I've been meaning to do them for commissions for a while, but like I really enjoy it. Okay, so there's this one, and then there's only this one variation of this one. And then there's this one. There we go. Also, there's also a butt. Look at that roundness. I wish YouTube let us be like completely NSFW. Are there places where you can like stream just being NSFW? Not in like a, oh, I'm gonna like touch myself on stream, but just where you can like completely like just show bits and stuff. Because I'd want to do that. That sounds awesome. That would be like what I'd want to do. That'd be great. Could show off my butts and boobs. What's your current series, by the way? I think you stopped a few. I have a few different types of series. I have like Okami. I have Homestuck. I have my visual novel writing. I finished Prey. Um, uh, Discord stream? Huh? I guess so, but like, those aren't like archived in the same way. Fansly is like that. I don't know much about Fansly. Kaza2 says, yes, there are. Oh, you all should tell me about this stuff. What is it? Like Fansly Discord stream? I don't know if Discord stream really works the same way. I mean, like, it does, but I mean, like, I want it to be, like, archived and stuff, like YouTube streams. Like, I still want there to be a channel and everything. You know, because you have friends who stream there? Oh. Well, oh my god!
Oh no, someone please. My apples. My big sauce. My titty. Wawawa Molly stole my hot dogs and shoved them up my bum, blah blah blah, more nonsense. Anyway, can someone please call the doctor to take these dogs out?
What the fuck was that? What? 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 Whose name is Dark? Oh no, someone Jody, can I tell you something?
What's that?
Jody's in the background. I need her to be aware of this.
What's that?
I just got a $30 donation with the text saying, oh no, someone please, my apples, my big sauce, my titty. Molly stole my hot dogs and shoved them up my bum. Blah, 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 more nonsense. Anyway, can someone please call the doctor to take these dogs out?
Huh.
What does this mean? What does this mean? That's so weird. Thank you so much, though. Whoever did that, thank you. I'm sorry you got hot dogs in your bum. That tends to happen sometimes. Kaza2 says, I can't share them because mentioning will get your channel banned. Like, don't link them, I guess. Like, saying the name will get my channel banned? Like what? Like Pornhub or something? Because I've talked about, if you're gonna say Pornhub, I've talked about Pornhub before. Or yes, that's stupid. You should be allowed to talk about Pornhub and stuff. Just say the first letter or something, or you can send it in the Discord. I like that model. Thank you, Andre. Thank you. I like this one too. Since we're going through these avatars, I have an even lewder version of this one. That's this. Look at this. I think I really like the glowing eyes through the hair. Looks really good. Look at that. The awesome sauce. Yeah. I'm not in the Discord. Okay, what's the first letter? Do you mean Pornhub? So that this is this one. Yeah. If I've said it before, if anyone ever wants to draw like 18 plus artwork of me, you should definitely do it. Okay, next avatar. It's a bunch of Lux avatars, it looks like. We got this one. I remember this one. Oh my gosh!
I am coughing and can't breathe. I'm laughing so hard. Hi Jody, I make sure you kiss your wife with your socks on or it's mega gay. Or don't. And steal my title for the gayest bae who ever slayed. Love you guys.
Who is this? Is this human, maybe? It's human Nokoshi J. Hill? Those are my guesses. Who is this? Thank you so much. I'm every time I kiss Jody though, it's gonna be gay. Those are just kind of the rules. That's my preference also. We're gonna have to be gay. Vodka? Is it you? Could also be Vodka. Vodka, is it you? Vaka? Vaka saying, fess up. Whoever did it, fess up now. I think it might be you, Vaka. You're also a possibility. Just as, yeah, so can't be me, as I'd say wear socks and be gay. That's fair, that's fair. Okay, yeah, there's this avatar. It's just Lux with another outfit. I like it, I like it. I like it a lot. Vaka says, come on, guys, fess up. We're waiting. Vaka, you continually say that when I ask if it's you makes me think more so that it's you. Anyway, here's another Lux outfit. This one's a reference. This one's a reference. This is a reference outfit. This outfit is a reference to something. I do wonder if I should change the color of the jacket and shirt. It is you, Vaka. It is you. I knew it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Vaka. You're really kind. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, we're at $80 away from the world's hottest chocolate. Oh shit. You know, I love being silly. You are quite silly, it's true. Very much silly indeed. Another thing I like about this avatar is the pants are kind of unzipped and you can see the panties. I think that's Fox Corp. I think that's the people who made that texture. But yeah, you can see in there. You can see deep within. But yeah. The money wasn't added? It wasn't? What do you mean? Are you sure? Oh, it's because it wasn't Super Chat. Oh, shit. Okay. Let me... Eat rolls on a chocolate. Okay, so it was like $40. Okay. Okay. There we go. I updated it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can draw a card. Think of the sweets. Now we know it's a tasty. Let's draw a card. Okay. With my tomboy outfit on. Okay. 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 My music's not playing anymore. I should play the music. There we go. Let me know if that's too loud or anything. Okay, let's give you a card. Card 32. Kaza2 got card 32. Let's see it. Bam! Bam! Cryptic. Human crime boss. I love Cryptic. Cunning and clever. Cryptic is a criminal driven by a deep curiosity and calculated sadism. He is known to be respectable and polite despite his distasteful acts. Starting off as a vigilante fighting the system, now he is obsessed with unraveling the workings of non-linear space and time by kidnapping and studying anomalies. You're such a curious thing, dearest prisoner. Cryptic is also a variety of a self of mine. I feel like Cryptic is just the guy version of like Spidere to a degree, except a little bit more pathetic. Vike says I love all your characters. Thank you, thank you. You made a new card? I don't think I have a new card currently. Do you have a favorite style? Oh, I have so many favorite styles. I don't know if I can pick one specifically. If I could look like whatever I wanted to, like at all ever, I'd probably say I want to look like Lullaby. Okay, next avatar. It's just this one. This classic. Everyone remembers this classic, right? This one's classic. So super classic. Wow. It's just like the olden days. Just like the olden days. It's so much more simple, isn't it? It's kind of weird. Kind of weird how much more simple it is. But yeah, there's this one. Hi, Silver. Welcome to the stream. How have you been? I've been doing pretty good. That was good to see your GTA stuff. Is that ever coming back? I don't know. I mean, probably. I'm probably gonna do some like GTA sort of things. Oh my god.
I want YA2 know that you are really
YA.
cool and that I wish you and Jody all the best. I'm not sure what else to say besides welcome back and I hope you have a good rest of the week.
Thank you so much, Mikoshi. Thank you. We're at $420 more until we have to eat the hottest chocolate. Oh, that's a lot we've gotten today. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Mikoshi. Oh, I gotta give it a big old heart. Thank you. You do remember that old model? Yeah. Yeah, the GTA stuff. I mean, like, you mean the Sunday driving? I hope to do more of that. Maybe with different characters. Who knows? Vodka says, my first official fan art was this classic. I remember. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you for that, by the way. Vodka says, I love all your characters. If I wasn't Ace, your characters would be proof that I'm Pan. That's fair. See, I'm Ace as well. I often say I'm Gray Ace in that, like, I often don't like actual in-person stuff. Specifically, I just don't like the like real life in between the legs bits. I don't like the stuff that goes there. It looks really gross to me. I don't know, it grosses me out, to be honest. But like when it's drawings and stuff, it's all like so awesome. Okay, she says, just put myself into more debt before payday. JK, you're welcome though. Thank you so much. I hope you didn't put yourself into like debt. That would be no good. You need money too. Also, hello, Silent. Hello. Thank you for being here as well. Hello. Okay, let's look at the next avatar. This one's not nearly as sexy. I mean, it's good, but like it's not as like revealing and lewd. I wish I could edit it somehow, but I can't because it's like already like made, you know? I have the editable files of the other ones, but not this one. Because this one was made by someone else. Okay. But I'd be curious to see what this one would look like if I just like retextured it, but kept it visually the same. Okay, next one. See, this one turned into this one, which is just kind of like the remastered version of that avatar. That's basically what this is. I got FX72, Spidere, Pepper Ranny. I got all this stuff on my legs, and I got the logo on my butt. And I got the cool mesh net in the back, which I like. Yeah. And if I wiggle, my boobs kind of phase through my shirt, my hoodie. Yeah. Good stuff. This one's like the classic as well. And then here's this one, but stripped a little bit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, the boobie's phasing through the sides a little bit. But yeah, it's... Oh. 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 They also phase through a little bit. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Besides that, it's the same because it's just like different versions of the outfits. Ah, shit. Ah, shit.
タイスラップニックナックギブアドギーボーンドットチーズカードミープモーワワイーブル LA クーティーズゴーアウェイドットウーラブユーハイジョディプリーズノーティスミー先輩ドット ES ディスアマウントイズ
Oh no. Jody, it's happened.
What?
We're at 500.
Oh wow.
We have to eat the hot chocolate.
Gotta eat
No.
hot chocolate.
We gotta eat spicy chocolate. And also, Vodka said, hi Jody, notice me senpai.
Hi, Vodka.
Jody says, hi Vodka. Thank you so much. That's it. We did it. We did it. Now I have to come up with a new donation goal. I think there's one I had in my mind a bit ago, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, we had plans for that, but now I don't remember either.
Oh, wait. Cause 2. You said there was one that, like... you can't say on YouTube? Okay, here's a question. Because, like, this program has these listed ones in the top left, you can see over there. Like, these listed. Is it one of those? Because on here there's... I don't know what most of these are. I know what Twitch is. I don't know what Pulsoid is. I don't know what Tiltify is. Then there's YouTube. Kick. Chatterbait. Fansly. Is it one of those? JL says, wait, not yet. Not yet what? Not yet what? I need to find my hot candy. We're not doing it right now. We're gonna do it on a different stream. It just means now that we have to actually plan it. Kazu2 says different characters. Did something happen with the two main characters? I think different characters other than the two protagonists make the story odd in my opinion. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. Different characters. I'm not sure what you mean. Silent says, have you fully recovered from the car crash? I have, basically, yeah. I'm not having any whiplash or anything anymore. I've been having separate issues, which is like sleep issues, which is pretty common for me at this time of year. GTA? Oh. Oh. I mean different characters other than those two characters in Sunday Driving. I mean, like, the whole plan was already to have, like, different characters in the first place. Not to, like, replace the two, but to be, like, in addition to them, you know? Like, there will just be more characters. Like, Cryptic is from, like, that picture there is from my ASMR channel, my old ASMR channel, where there's a bunch of other characters as well, like the Plague Doctor and, Detective Goodnight, and etc. So there was always plans to have more characters. It's part of the flow, not against it, don't worry. Okay. I can't believe I have to do the chocolate now. I didn't expect that to happen today. GTA Greater Toronto Area? Yep, that's it. That's it. Everyone knows this avatar, probably. Not risking my account mentioning adult websites, sorry. No, it's okay. I meant, like, you could just say, like, oh, the fourth one you said, or something like that. Andre says, you no longer use those old models anymore, right? Sometimes I do. Yeah, here's this one. This one's from the Ace Attorney, streams with Kerbals. What's up there? Oh. Keeps happening. Somehow, like, the boobs are the same size on all the avatars, but somehow they look the largest on this one, and I don't know why that is. But somehow this one makes them look the largest. But they're the same size on each one. I forgot about that model. This one or the other one? Let's do another avatar. This is the one we already had earlier. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, we showed this one off earlier already. Look at all those arms in the back and the tail. It's all good stuff. It's the risky yet modest look. Is that it? Andre says, yes, I'm talking about that. Yeah. You know, I like to use all my avatars. I even use, like, the pre-transition one sometimes. It draws attention to the one part that isn't modest. That makes sense. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Hi, Nonbean. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Okay. And then we have, yep, this avatar, Andre, which we showed off earlier as well.
Make sure you bring more maca next time.
See you in a burb, J-Hill. I'm showing off all these new avatars I've made. And ones you've already seen before as well. Yeah, this one's pretty good. So when will you be added to the Spider-Verse and beat up Peter Parker? Not soon enough. You know, I don't know. I'm part of the Spider-Verse, not the Spider-Verse. Mine's better. Spider-Verse. How long have you been gone? About a month. Oy, I'm stretching. Oy, about a month. Well, because I know a thing or two about drawing attention. What does that mean? You're a graphic designer and an artist? That's cool. I am too. I need to draw more often though, which is why I think streams might help with that. Okay, then we got the Surmay avatar. This one, which I know a lot of people love this one. Is it because of the plush thighs? Plush? Lush? Not plush. Lush? Luscious? Luscious thighs? Is it because of the luscious thighs? Whoa. 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 And also the boobies. This one's also, it was like mostly covered up except for boobies. So maybe that also draws attention, I don't know. It's the mommy look for me. Nice. Hehehehehe. Okay. Waifu material. Hehehehehe. Nami said, I think I finally have a chance to be a big shot. Oh my gosh. What do you mean? Tell me more. But yeah, so the visual novel we're making, it stars Vera and Surmei and Lux. And I think these other characters will be there too, just not as like main ones. These other selves of mine. Okay, so then we also have Nepeta Surmei. That's what I call this next one. This one I just call Nepeta Surmei. That I wear this one for in the Homestuck streams. Because I'm just Nepeta. It's just me cosplaying Nepeta. That's all this is. Yep. Yep. Pretty good. Pretty good. See, I can't even do this anymore because it's... Okay, maybe I can. I saw the thighs and I was like, okay, that is pretty good though, actually. I was like, I can't go under because you can already see the underwear. But then you do, and then you see the waist and the thighs, and it's actually pretty good. I figured it out about myself. Okay, and then we have this one. Wow. Which is just like pajama Surmei. See, this one also, like, it's just there. There's no like, I don't know. There's no going and looking like that because you can just already see. But yeah, this is like, oh, I'm gonna climb into bed and take a sleepy mode. You do miss those good old times. They were good old times. Now because I've been getting into the art of content creation and it's been going pretty well. That's so cool. I'm so happy for you. Good job. Yay. Okay. And then, do we have any more? We have, yep, Spidere, which is this one again, which is pretty good. With the exposed butt. This butt looks so soft, it's great. Like, this looks really soft, right? Yeah. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Just imagine all the lewds that are doable with the tail. I keep thinking about that. I keep going back to that. And the extra eyes. The bone parts is really cool. I like this a lot. I like it a lot. It makes me happy. I like it a lot. I was made to be cute and scary. Do all characters have the ability to float horizontally in the air? Ah!
Now penetrating
Oh.
Pepper's people pile. Prepare yourself.
Okay, bye-bye, non-bean. How do I fix this? Alright, see you later, non-bean. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. See, it's not a power to be able to float horizontally in the air. It just happens sometimes, and I don't know how to fix it. You haven't slept in 2 days. Oh my gosh, go to sleep. I didn't sleep. Like, I slept for a good amount of hours, but I didn't fall asleep until like 6 a.m. the other night, and I was messed up bad. Andre says, I do like that model. The model looks cool. You are cute and scary. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's what I want. That's what I want in life. Fox said, I looked away for 1 second. What happened? Permanent Australia mode.
Pepper.
That's an answer to the question. Yes?
How come Australia?
How come Australia? How come Australia? Is Arizona the Australia of America? Ah, shit. Here we go again. Ah, fuck. Well, This keeps happening. I don't know if there's much I can do about it. My hair has some interesting physics, though, in having just, like, not going down. Huh. Do you do advice? I can do advice, probably. What do you need advice on? Whoa. 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 Okay. Say hi to my mom friend Molly for me. She lives in Australia. Hi! I'm gonna walk up to her and be like, hi! 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 Did you notice my eyes have like webs in them? In like the corners? Hi! Alright. Okay, next one. We have all the Vera avatars. First, bandage Vera. That's this one. It's just Vera with the bandage. That's it. Vera with the bandage on her. Vera's so cool. Vera is so cool. These pants look really tight for not actually being tight when you look inside the, like, holes. Kind of funny. Okay, next one. Bikini Vera. This one's pretty good. I like this one. Whoa. Whoa. The crease in the back is actually pretty nice, too. I like this one. This one's pretty good. Pretty good. Why is she bandaged? What happened to her? Sexy. Because sexy. You recorded that? I said, oh my god. I was there are possibilities I was going to go into additional directions with that maybe I'm glad I didn't. I hope she likes it. Here, actually, I have another message for her. Here. Are you ready? I have another message. I have another message for her. Okay. Can I have your left shoe? I want to put it on my head like a hat. Molly, can I have your left shoe, please? Molly from Australia, can I have your left shoe, please? I want to wear it like a hat. Like a hat. I'm being microwaved.
So, here we are.
That scared me, actually. Welcome back, JL. Pepperface. Yep. You said wait. I hope I did it in time. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Were you in time to catch it? Let's look at the next one. Leverage Vera. You did it? Sweet. See, this one is just the one without the bandage. Pretty cool, pretty awesome and cool. Pretty awesome and cool and awesome. It's weird. I'm thinking about it. It's so weird to me how often I like make avatars and stuff, and then like one of my first thoughts is like, I'm making too many for myself. If I keep making too many for myself, that's bad. But literally, where does it say that? What rule is that? What rule is that? It's redonkulous. Really redonkulous. Advice for losing a friend and distancing due to a difference in opinion. Recently losing a friend, been feeling it. I'm sorry. What's the friend's name? I can give some advice probably. Iron Mouse has about 30 what? You did it. She's a very horny person. She'd love you. Oh my god. I didn't do the horny stuff. I could have, but I didn't. I had thoughts, but I was like, this is a stranger. I probably shouldn't do random horny stuff.
Make sure you bring more maca next time.
Bring more maca next time. J Hill, see you in the birb. Okay, I'm thinking. I feel like I had a train of thought and I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. She dove a stranger doing random horny stuff. George? What was the opinion? Baga says, but only if you're comfy with it. There it is. There's a message. There's the other message. Okay. Let's do another avatar. Nighttime Vera. Whoa, this one's a seductress. I don't think I ever really used this one. Probably because I feel pretty indifferent towards it. It's a little bit more just like slapped together. Still good though. But yeah, I never really used this one. Very velvety. Okay. Sport Vera. This is like when I'm like even more tomboy mode. I get the big shorts on. Pretty good. Not much to it, but still pretty good. If you put these in chronological order, you can see me becoming more horny. Why do I look scared? You can see my avatar is becoming more horny. And we got this one, Tactically Formal Vera, is what I call it. It's kind of neat. I don't know if this is much a Vera outfit or not, but like, that's good. Maybe I could put this one on Princess. Maybe. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. The butts are sometimes really flat in some of the outfits. It's strange. Like, the butt is as flat as, like, the thighs here. And there's a tiny, tiny little thigh gap right there. Tiny little thing. Tiny little thigh gap. You know, recently, I actually, added one of my avatars, the Lux one, into VR chat. Like, the newer Lux one. Because the old Lux one's also in VR chat. Dun, 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 dun. Kazutu, are you still there? What was the situation? I gave advice, but I probably need to know what the opinion was. Okay. Let's see the next one. Vera Blue. This is just kind of like the default Vera. Oh, just this. Pretty good. I like how you can see like back side boob from the back. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good in it, yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, Vriska Vera. That's the last one. And it's just in a Vriska jacket. That's it. I'm wondering if this one should have thigh highs or not. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe, perhaps, maybe. But like we have Vriskavira and then we have Nepidosurme. Vriskavira just sounds good though because of the double V's. This is more AOT outfit. AOT.
Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan? I was thinking like area of effect. What is it? Like area, like splash damage. What is it with the splash damage?
Area of effect.
It is area of effect.
AoE.
Yeah, I was thinking area of effect.
Thanks,
Stretchy.
Pepper
Stretchy. Oh my gosh. You sent it. She'll love it. I'm so curious. Please let me know what happens with that. What was that? You're welcome. I'm gonna stand for Patreon with us for this 13 star net Luke. You're welcome. Yeah, totally not a cow in men's clothing, aka Vodka. Thank you for liking the stream. I was talking about the previous outfit. Is like Attack on Titan? Which one? The tactically formal one? The tactical outfit. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's all of those avatars. Oh wait, there's also... What is this one? Oh yeah, this. There is also this.
Here we are.
Yeah, that's true. There is this one. Welcome back, J Hill. This is the sexiest avatar, probably. Okay, snacks. Okay, snacks. I'll send her a reply on Discord when she replies. Okay, I'm so curious. How old is she? You say mom's friend, so I'm thinking like a 50-something-year-old. And I'm just imagining sending that to someone's parent sounds really silly. That last one's probably pretty funny, though. I hope someone clipped it. She's 22! Didn't you say a mom's friend? Oh, she is your mom friend. I thought you meant, like, your mom's friend. A friend of your mom's. And I was like, that's a strange person to be sending this stuff to, but alright. Mom friend. Your friend that's a mom. I get it. I literally thought you meant, like your mom's friends. And I was like, that's such a strange person to be sending, like, VTuber stuff to. But okay. Go ahead. Also, I was doing the suckage, thinking like, yeah, I'm for the MILF. For the MILF. Now 50-year-olds will love this, you think so? She takes care of me like a mom since my bio mom isn't always the best. That's fair. That's fair. I understand. I understand. I have a lot of difficulties with my parents that I've talked about a bit on streams before, but not too intensely. Things have gotten easier living away from them in that, like, talking to them has less pressure now, I think. But yeah, I get what you're saying. She does love MILFs and DILFs. Cool. Kazutu says, there's a few, one of those being political violence, where we both have two wildly differing opinions on. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is...
Let me know if you want me to tag in, Pepper.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, okay, so your advice is less about the, you want advice less about the actual opinion itself, but more about the separation? Oh my god. Draw a card. Okay, I think this week I said hasty. I'll do that first. 11. You got card 11. Let's see which card 11 is. Bam! There it is. Molly Delani. Smart AI Guidance System. Molly was created by the powers of a Primideer, and she is one of the few who understands what that means. She's currently trapped within a grounded ancient spaceship in the middle of the ocean. She spends most of her time using the advanced electronics of her home to traverse the planes of reality. I'm about to smug all over you. You have no idea is the quote. I should do that in the voice. I'm
I'm about to smog all over you. You have no idea.
There you go. That's the voice. That's the voice. There you go. There you go. There's the voice. Yeah. Yeah. More so dealing with it. Yeah. I mean, it's a natural thing that happens sometimes. Sometimes, like, I don't know. I have, like, some pretty heavy political opinions myself. And, like, sometimes people just... I don't know if it's you who... I don't know which opinion is which. So, like, I don't know if it's a thing where it's, like, you are uncomfortable with their opinion or they are uncomfortable with your opinion. But either way, like, some people have boundaries when it comes to that sort of stuff. And, like, sometimes, like, political opinions are really important. Some people will be, like, not comfortable hanging out with people whose political opinions are to heavier degrees different. Usually this is very common with, like, marginalized people, because people whose opinions veer off more drastically tend to be more dangerous to them. I don't know if that's what your situation is or not, but, like, how do I put it? I'm turning on a light over here, a lamp. Hey, come here, burpee. Like, I have had to unfortunately lose a few friends in my life due to political stuff, and it fucking sucks. I get it. Like, it really sucks. Like, I've had friends or family who have revealed themselves to me to be, like, not as safe as I had originally thought. As in, they will see things as not nearly as important as they actually are, or they will not care about certain things. Like, I wonder if I should out someone here. I had a conversation with someone over the phone a few days ago, where I was talking about, I'm not gonna say the name, it was a family member. A conversation over the phone with someone a few days ago where I was talking about how I'm scared for, like, for trans people right now, as well as, like, people of color, myself, as a trans person and queer person. So, like, people of color, trans people, queer people. I am trans and queer, and I was trying to talk to this family member, about how I was a little bit nervous about the dangers happening in the world and, like, what might become of me as a trans queer woman. And I brought up, like, how, like, all the awful stuff ICE is doing. And this family member was like, well, I mean, like, they can't do that to you. You're not doing anything illegal. And that was, like, I don't know, to all of you, that's probably pretty obvious, like, how, like, that bad of a reply that is, because it's like, if you're politically aware, you know that's not the situation with ICE. ICE is getting rid of and attacking and harming people of color in general. Crime, no crime, whatever. Like, one of the recent things is they have been legally allowed to, what's the phrase? Legally allowed to... Jody, what's the word?
I don't know what word you're trying to say.
Like, they're legally allowed to pick people out based off of their skin color.
Profile?
To profile people based off of their skin color. That is legally allowed right now. The ICE is allowed to go and look at people and go like, oh, they have darker skin. Let's get them. Like, that is legal right now. And when, for example, if someone is too out near me believes that, then I'm like, holy shit, that is so ignorant and scary. If you believe that that's justified, then how do I know I'm safe around you? How do you know how do I know the people I care about are safe around you? Like, I have many friends, and whether they're friends or not even, like, people of color are people. Like, of course. How do you not understand that? How are you so dehumanizing to any sort of person, you know? It's so when there are people like that, or people who are unaware, or like a while ago we also talked about what is it, stop killing games compared to like BDS, and how someone was like talking about BDS. I haven't seen this person in chat since then, by the way. I think they're gone. I don't remember the pronouns, unfortunately, but I think it was she, her. But she came into the stream and had been there for a few months and had been talking about like, hey, stop killing games. You should talk about this. And I talked about my issues with stop killing games and how it's not actually like a valuable boycott of any sort, compared to how like it seems like so many people like stop killing games but don't talk about BDS, which to me comes across as like, oh, these people care more about saving their video games than saving the actual lives of people of color, Palestinians in Palestine who are being slaughtered. Like that's what that tells me. It's like, if you're gonna talk about this boycott and not talk about actual political things that actually matter in the world really heavily, then to me that means you don't care. Because like that is what it means. It's not like a question. Like if you are not gonna talk about stuff like Palestine, then you don't care. You talk about stuff you care about. That's just kind of how it goes. So sometimes people will... I'm trying to form this as I'm talking. So apologies if I'm a little slow at this at the moment. But like if someone to me doesn't care about like what's going on in Palestine, then it's like those are living people who are suffering, and you care more about video games than you do about them when it comes to like stop killing games. And that means to me you don't care about these living people, and you don't care about like I like Menal, for example, is Palestinian, and there's Palestinian people I follow on Tumblr, and like to me it just means you don't see these people as humans. You don't see people I care about and that you should care about. Real people, you don't see them as humans. And sometimes that means that those people will start to distance themselves from you if you are the person doing that. And I don't know if that's your situation, or if you are... I don't know, like I said, I don't know, Kazutu, which side you are on in terms of this. I don't know if you are on, like, the side of the person who is uncomfortable. Like, you could either be the person who said something, like, disagreed, and that made the other person want to leave, or maybe the other person said something that you disagreed with, and that makes you want to leave. I don't know which side of that you're on. But, like, if you're on the side of, like, they said something that you're uncomfortable with, and that makes you feel more drifted apart, that's okay. That is not your fault. That happens, and it's hard to know. It's hard to feel okay giving up on friendship sometimes when you know that, like, it might be the healthiest thing for you or for the people around you. Like, maybe that person's gonna be upset, like, probably, and that sucks, and I know it sucks for you too. But if you are uncomfortable around that person because of that, then it is fair and understandable. If it's the other way around, where like someone doesn't like your politics and they're drifting away from you, I don't know what the politics would be specifically, so that would also change my answer, but like maybe I'd say analyze some of those thoughts you're having about like what specific thing made this person uncomfortable around me. How can I work on that? What actually happened? I've also had situations where people left me for what they called them being like uncomfortable with my political opinions. like I've been on both sides of this, and that also sucks. And I found I've been better off without that person in my life. I've talked about him before. It's Brett. He didn't like my politics because he didn't think they were good, even though I've definitely progressed since then. I don't think his politics are good, but that's a whole nother thing. And in the end, for me, it's also been healthier because being around someone who like views me as evil or as like bad because of my political views just also hasn't been healthy for me, you know? No, this is kind of just like a rant. Not a rant, more of a ramble. That's it. Jody, did you want to add to this?
I don't exactly know what I would say, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, I think you covered it pretty well.
Okay. Vodka says, holy shit, wait, I remember Brett. I'm sorry.
No one should have to remember Brett.
Brett and I had an enormous falling out. To put it, like, short and quick, because if you remember Brett, then you'll know, you know him, and I could add some context. Basically, to put it short and quick, after transitioning, Brett decided I was a bad person. That's about it. Like, I have talked before about how I used to be politically not as great when I was like a teenager and young adult, like 19, 20, 21, like that era. Kazutu said I remember. Yeah. Kazutu, do I know who you are? Do I know who you are? Like your other account? Do I know that account? Do I know who you are? In any case, also, yeah, like, I keep disappearing and missing everything. It's okay. Yeah, no, when I was younger, I had a lot of bad political opinions. Like, I've talked about this before, and I'm sad about how I was like this before. I used to not believe in transness. I used to be transphobic. I hate that about myself. I think I've grown a lot since then. I like to try to think that. I try to continue to grow as I go on through life. That's kind of what it is. A lot of times people are like, criticize you, and maybe that... I try to take that oftentimes as like, okay, maybe there's something to learn here. You do not assign a viewer on my main account? Okay. 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 Yeah, no, so with Brett, basically, once I became a better person and was not like the bad anymore, he basically was like, hey, I don't like how you used to be bad. I'm only now gonna start being bothered by that and stop hanging out with you, even though I also used to be bad at the same time back then. But I'm only gonna start not hanging out with you or be your friend anymore now, after you've transitioned and become a better person. And actually, I'm gonna go hang out with this other guy who says the N-word. That was basically the situation. Yeah, very frustrating. There's more details, but I don't want to talk much about that. That's what happened to Brett. I haven't talked to him in a couple years now. Sorry, I'm laughing. I have a theory. That I'm like 75 to 80% sure of. Would you like more context to the situation? Yes, please. Go ahead. Vodka says, bro, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah. I genuinely boil it down to just transphobia.
Because that's what it is.
Yeah. There was other opinions he had about transness, and like, women and misogyny that I don't even know if I should, like, say them out loud on a stream, because, I don't know. I feel... I don't want to do, like, a call-out thing. I don't know. I want to complain about him and rant about him, but I also don't want to make, like, a call-out post or stream or video or whatever. I don't want that to be what this is. But yeah, I think the rest of the stream, I don't know how much longer it'll be, but it's probably just going to be hanging out. If you redeem any of my avatar things, I think I might change my avatar redeems to just be redeem avatar, and I'll just switch to a random one instead of like a specific one, because at this point I have the 7 that we showed today, and then I have the other one I showed, the blocky Minecraft one, and then I have the so that's like 8, and then I have the 2D one, that's 9, and then I have Adoret, that's 10, and then I have the other Lux one, the old one, that's 11. I have 11 avatars, so I don't, like, at least. So I don't want it to be just, like, a list of avatars that people can redeem specifically. I feel like that'd be, like, clogging up too much of the description and the redeems. So I'm thinking, like, people can just redeem avatar, and then I'll, like, switch to a random one at this point. Vodka says, my friend had to cut off her childhood friend a while ago and still has to deal with him as he just progressively gets worse. Yeah. And sometimes that ends up meaning you have to distance yourself from people or cut them off. It does suck. It really does. I've lost a lot of friends throughout my life. Especially when I transitioned, I lost so many friends because they just stopped being around me because I transitioned. Which sucked. My family started treating me different. So, like, not even most, like, basically all except for 1 or 2 people that I still see currently are different people than the people I knew before transition. Box says, this year especially, people have really been showing their true colors to us. It's been true for, at least for me, it's been true ever since transition. Like, that really shows you who someone is, I think. But, like, yeah, this year, and previous years too, honestly. Kazutu says, we were talking about the recent shooting. I will not go into detail on who said who, but one person was the pro recent event and the other wasn't. The one that wasn't said. Wait, what? I will not go into detail on who said who, but one person was pro recent event. So I'm assuming you mean Charlie Kirk, pro assassination for Charlie Kirk, and the other person wasn't pro, was like against the assassination for Charlie Kirk. The one that wasn't said. What do you mean by the one that wasn't said? I mean, if you want me to talk about that situation, I can. That was the whole thing I didn't really want to go into, because I wanted to talk about all the, like, avatars and stuff, but now that I'm done with that, I can talk a little bit about it.
Chat knows I have opinions.
I mean, like, chat knows I have opinions too. I've talked about it in the Discord server. Kazutu says, if you agree, someone who thinks different deserves death, are you going to dance on my grave or wish my death? Then things got destructive.
That was what you said?
No, Kazutu said that's what someone said.
Oh, I see.
Not. Kazutu, what are your pronouns? Just so I know how to refer to you. I mean, like, yeah, do you want my opinion? I can give it. Nikoshi says, back in high school, I was the worst. This was back when dank, edgy humor was at its height, and I'm so glad I've distanced myself from that and gotten better in understanding things. Yeah. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I get you. Yeah. 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 I wasn't even really edgy. It's weird, because I was still pretty, like, innocent-brained, I think, in high school, but I just had bad opinions. Like, it wasn't me being edgy humor or any of that, really. It was just me having really bad takes. And seeing the world through, like, a lens that isn't great. I should hide all this text on my screen now. Ooh. Should I add the desk back? Oh, that's not the desk. That's part of the desk. There's the desk. Yeah, like I said, I've talked about it in my Discord server, but I can probably talk about it a bit now. Now that I've actually gotten through the main stuff I wanted to talk about in this stream. Main stuff I wanted to talk about and do, you know? Also, it's getting dark out. I should switch to the darkness. Let's switch to the darkness. Dark. There we go. It's dark out, so now it's dark. I'm just jamming with music right now while I wait for conversation. If anyone wants to, you can redeem a card while we wait. Well, I guess my computer glitched out. Uh-oh, what happened? Kazutu says, I'm just giving more info and not going to say who said what. Doesn't matter. Things were very destructive. This person is a good person, but I am just dealing with it. Hey, loser! Take a sip. Thank you for the sweets and yummy noise so tasty. So like I said, do you want me to give my opinion on the situation, or like, what would you like from me at this moment, Kazutu? JS, I love seeing stream again and that you seem happy. I am happy. I've been having a good day today, and streaming makes me happy. I've been playing a lot of Halo. I haven't talked about that. I've been playing so much fucking Halo that over the past month while I've been gone. I've been just... Oh, let me take the sip first. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the Halo stuff. I decided that I want to do like a series at some point, like a video series probably, where I go over all the Halo games in like the most comprehensive, like entire timeline, lore, detailed thing way. And so I've been playing I've been playing Halo Combat Evolved recently, and I've been playing every modded version of Combat Evolved, like every main like overhaul of the game, like modded overhaul of the game, and piecing bits together, so at some point I can make like a cut together version that is like the most comprehensive like timeline and I don't know, story of the story. Vodka says, you can understand someone is causing harm and not support that while not wishing further death. Every person's situation is complex. That's what I was trying to say before my computer froze. Kaza2 says, sure, give an opinion. I do feel like I'm bringing the stream down, so I will switch to my main account. Okay. Are you going to talk on that main account? You're not bringing the stream down. It's fine. Like, we usually talk about politics. Okay. Here we go. I mean, if you saw on the Discord server, I was pretty happy when it happened.
Me too.
Pretty happy. I've been sad with some of the repercussions because of it, but like those things were gonna happen no matter what, because people of color, queer people, marginalized people, etc. are hated anyways. But it's sad to see people using this as a way to like quicken the pace on some of that. The guy was really evil. Really evil.
Absolute Nazi shithead.
He was a Nazi. I'm not gonna mourn anything. I smiled. I was happy. And some people are gonna see that as bad. But like, the way I've been phrasing it to people basically is, when you are like a trans person or a person of color or whatever, and you see these Nazi people who literally very much want you to be dead, and then they die before they can kill you, you're gonna be happy. You know? JL says some people are saying the shooter was from the MAGA group or something. Last I heard, yeah, they're saying that the shooter was a Republican. Like, the reason he killed Charlie Kirk was because he wanted Charlie Kirk to be even more far right. And now there's these weird messages that are claiming that like, oh, he or his partner is trans. Not true. Neither of those things are true. The evidence...
Well, like, it could be true, but there hasn't been evidence, so, like...
No, the evidence that, like, is claiming, the partner to be trans, the partner being literally just a roommate, is like a face, like an AI art thing that he did of his own face forever ago, where he just put it through a filter and it made him into a girl. Like, not even like, oh, I want to see what I look like as a girl, but in like, just do whatever to my face, and it just so happened to turn him into a girl. That was like the type of filter it was.
I see. That part I didn't know about.
I mean, like, I don't know that for sure, but based off of the filter I saw, that's the type of filter it is. Like, just how it worked. Silver says, hi, Jody.
Hello.
Silver, if this is correct, are you one of the alters for non-bean? Is that right? From, I think, what I saw on the Discord server? Vaga says, they're really stretching to make this about trans people. Very much, yep. And then there are these very obviously 99% probably made-up conversations between the shooter and this roommate going like, oh, I'm so happy that you're a trans woman and I'm gonna kill for you.
Yeah.
Which
like,
is just not...
And here's why I did it, and here's where I'm leaving my rifle.
Yeah.
And this is like, okay,
it's just very
sure.
obviously faked stuff. Kazutu, did you switch to your other account? Are you here? Vodka says, trying to make it seem like trans person supporter killed Kirk. Yeah. They're really just making up whatever they want. Yep. Vodka says his own dad turned him in. Yep.
See, the thing is, like, that even that is like not confirmed at this point. Like, that was a big report people were reporting, but like, it came from an unreliable source. We don't know if that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's been the case with so much stuff about this, which is why, like, I said he's probably a groyper. I don't actually know. No one is very clear about what's going on with him. And the people who are saying they know tend to be ideologically, like, tend to be pushing for something for the sake of ideology.
Yeah.
They don't actually have evidence. It's weird.
But yeah, yeah,
Did you hear about people saying that they thought the rapture was going to happen today or yesterday because of this?
What?
Yeah.
Because of fucking Charlie Kirk?
Because of fucking Charlie
They
Kirk.
thought the rapture was gonna happen because of Charlie Kirk.
Well, I'm sure all of these people knew about before the assassination. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah. The way that they're talking about him like he was their best friend is wild.
This is the guy who said he would rather someone not fly a plane if they were black.
Yep.
He's an evil person.
Like, who said the Civil Rights Act was a mistake?
Yeah, he said the Civil Rights Act was a mistake. Literally, if anyone is like mourning, like his death, then they are mourning a Nazi. Like, I don't know what else to say about it. It's like going like, oh, it's so sad that Hitler died. Like, that's what they're doing.
I genuinely feel like if Hitler died today, people would say that.
Yeah, they would. It's weird. It's really weird. It's upsetting. It's scary. It's scary that people are like sad about this. It's not a difference of opinion. It's an opinion of a Nazi. If your opinion, like, I can disagree with someone, but if their opinion is like, I'm a Nazi, then that's beyond disagreeing with an opinion. That's like, oh, you're evil. All right. Like, she says, we went from fighting Nazis to supporting them. Like, how? I mean, there's levels to
really
that.
Fight Nazis that much. Like, immediately as soon as World War II ended, like, the U.S. was recruiting Nazis. Operation Paperclip was a real thing.
Like, after World War II ended, America like recruited Nazis, and also like threw all the like queer people from the concentration camps just right back into jail.
Yep.
So like
to finish out their sentences.
To finish out their
Because being
sentences.
gay was still illegal.
Yep. They're like, oh, it's sad that they put all these Jewish people here, but the rest of you should probably stay. Actually, yeah, America's not great.
You can debate how much they even thought it was all that sad that they did it to Jewish people, but that's another thing too.
Yeah. Silver says you'd be correct in not assuming.
In not assuming.
In not assuming I was one of non-beans. Huh?
It's one of non-beans.
What was the double negative for? Yes, I mean, we also recruited the people from the Japanese super evil science group. I don't know if I know that one.
It's like a group with like a number. I always forget what that number is.
Vox says, yeah, America wasn't nice to Jewish people either. Yeah. Yeah, so it's really just like what was the quote you said earlier? Kazutu, are you still here? Kazutu said earlier, like a quote from the conversation was, if you agree with someone who thinks different deserves death, are you going to dance on my grave or wish my death? I mean, is your opinion Nazi opinions? Because then maybe. If they're not, then that's different. Like, boiling it down to just a difference of opinion is really wild to me. Because it's like going like, oh, am I going to be upset if it's like 100 degrees in the house? Maybe it's a little uncomfortable. Am I going to be upset if it's 912 degrees in the house? Yeah, I'm going to be real upset about that. There's different levels of opinion, so it's not just a different opinion. Yeah. Kazutu, are you still here? I'm so confused. But also, I have theories.
I have theories also.
Okay, I am muted. Simon says, I'm assuming the double knot cancels out both the knots. That makes sense. Vaga says, opinions aren't supposed to cause actual physical harm to others. And then also adds, opinions are like, I think cookies and cream is absolute best ice cream flavor.
You're wrong.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Vaga. Jail says, I can hear Jeopardy music while we wait. Vaga says, not, quote, all trans people are pedos who should die. What? Not all trans people are pedos who should die.
As in, that is not an example of an opinion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not an opinion. That is just bad. I mean, sure, definitionally it counts as an opinion, but there are different levels of opinion.
But like when you say that's just an opinion in quotes, which is not what anyone here was saying, like, you know you're being disingenuous.
Yeah.
Like,
so I don't know if it was you, Kazutu, or if it was the other person. Kazutu, are you still here? You said you were going to come back in the other account. I can't continue this conversation unless you're here. Jay said mine is Minter Wonderland. Like how she says it, the Jimmy Kimmel flavor. Oh, has that been discontinued? I'm so curious actually now. Jimmy Kimmel got fired. I don't know if anyone knows that.
and then he got brought back, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he did get brought back?
Yeah, he did. And people are immediately going back to their Disney Plus accounts. But
Fucking awesome.
yeah.
I
Which,
say
like,
sarcastically.
it's been so wild seeing people, like, Disney has been a priority boycott target for BDS for like a year at this point, and people didn't care until Jimmy Kimmel got it.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. Like, fucking... People have been... I've been trying to... Joey's been trying to... BDS has been trying to boycott Disney Plus because of their support for, like, Israel against Palestine and all that stuff. We've been trying to do it for a year, and no one cares. But then the second a fucking white, like, TV show host guy gets fired, everyone's like, oh, we have to cancel our Disney Plus and do a boycott to support our lovely individual white man TV show host. I don't care about the Palestinians or the people of color. Like, whatever. It's our TV show host I care about.
It is crazy making.
It is. Literally, no question, these people don't see Palestinians as human.
Nope.
They see Jimmy Kimmel as more of a human.
Although it's irritating that they couldn't even stick to that, because like Jimmy Kimmel comes back and all these people get back onto Disney Plus, which by the way just hiked its prices in the middle of this. So they're gonna give Disney more money than they would have if they hadn't done the boycott.
That's cool. Yeah. As always, I'm just gonna say to people, please check out please check out BDS stuff. Dale says, oh, speaking of Disney, did anyone watch the new animated show pilot made by someone as a big middle finger to Disney? I know that wasn't the topic, but curious if anyone watched Knights of Guinevere. I've seen it. It's in my watch later. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, we keep meaning to watch it. I'm interested in it.
Jody and I have had this conversation, though. Like, apparently, I haven't watched it, but apparently it is, like you said, a big middle finger to Disney, and also to, like, merchandising and marketing and stuff. And that it's funny that it ends with just trying to sell plushies of the show to the audience.
Which is just, like, if you're, like... If you're doing animation and you're not a major studio, you just have to do that. That is a reality. But
Yeah,
it's
still funny.
It's such an insane juxtaposition.
Yeah. It's like Squid Game, but except Squid Game is mainstream. It's like, Squid Game, look at this thing that, look at this show that shows how evil and corrupt capitalism is and how it breaks people down if they're not, like, if they're either... Like, if they're poor is usually what is it mainly what it goes for. Look how it breaks them down and destroys them and their ability to survive. Anyways, Mr. Beast show the base games.
Also, do you want our Squid Game Funko Pops?
Yeah.
Let's have all of our like hyper capitalist merchandise for Squid Game. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why we talk about capital having the ability to subsume all criticisms of itself.
Yeah. Vodka says my stream is freezing again. Oh, I'm sorry. And Nambi says my Wi-Fi keeps going on and off. Is that happening for other people, or is my stream being funky, or is it both of your Wi-Fis?
I think it's been okay on my end, but we're on the same network, so who knows what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. JF says, yeah, it's the same person who made Owl House. Oh, really? Which is this thing I want to do a watch party thing of in the server. Yeah, that sounds cool. Time to run for parliament. You have ideas? Oh my gosh. I might end the stream soon. We spent 2 hours talking about avatars and cute stuff and fun stuff and sexy stuff, and then we spent 45 minutes talking about politics. And I think that was a pretty solid stream. A nice, good, short stream to kind of like somewhat get back into things. Like I said, I don't know what the consistency is going to be after this. But like maybe I'll stream tomorrow, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll stream later this week, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't stream for a week or two after this. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'm gonna try to kind of like take it easy for a little bit and get back into it as I feel like it, rather than just forcing myself. Because I don't know how my burnout is gonna be after this. Like, it could be that I'm streaming literally completely back to normal tomorrow. It might not be. I don't know. Just keep an eye on the Discord. You're working on a self-portrait right now. Cool. But as your true self. Cool. My true self is Spider. See, the avatar, like, if I could choose to look like however I wanted, it would switch up a bit between, like, my avatars, because my avatars are what I'd want to look like. But, like, especially, I'd want to look like, this. And I'd also wish for more bug parts, but that's kind of hard to do in, in my program, unfortunately. So, yeah. But this is such a cool energy, though, isn't it? You're working on falling asleep? Cool. Get a good old slap. Because my true self is a shiftier. That's cool. JL says, my true self is a fey queen, it seems, named Frooks. Nice. J Hill, have you thought about the pronouns fey? Or the, like fey gender stuff? I think that's something you could look into. Maybe we've talked about that, I don't know. I'm so sexy.
Fact check. True.
Thanks, Jody. I don't know that one. Let me search it up for you. Gender fey is not fey gender?
I've heard both.
So, the gender Wikipedia, let's see what this says. It says gender fey, also known as gender doe or gender fill, it's also fey gender, is an gender identity and form of gender fluidity in which one's gender does not encompass masculine, man-aligned Maya spec or any gender similar to these, gender fey individuals tend not to feel min genders unless said genders happen to also be woman aligned too, such as a girl, for example. Gender fey is under the. Okay, this isn't explaining much. This is just relating it to other genders.
Yeah, when you said it was like gender Wikipedia, I had a feeling it would be.
Yeah. Okay, here's Reddit. Let's see how much better this is. I'm trying to look for a more reliable place. Okay, this Reddit thing says, gender fey is a microlabel under the gender fluid spectrum where your gender fluctuates between feminine genders / female to anything else, but excluding any masculine genders. Gender fayer is another microlabel very similar to gender fey, but this one includes fluctuates to mask genders as well, but never fully male. You know, that does actually sound pretty accurate to me now that I'm reading it. There's labels in between both. They're not just feminine to a gender to possibly mask, if that's how you are. Plus, gender identity doesn't equal gender expression, so even if you want to present mask andro, you can still identify as gender fey. Gender fey and gender fair are also known as gender doe and gender doer. Hope this helps. Yeah. JL says the joke that I have all the gender pronoun tags in the server. Nice. JL says, I call it having the gender infinity stones. You do. Silver says, oh, never mind, the rain started again, and it's too hot in my room, so I have to open a window, but I can't do that if it's raining, so now I'm back to not sleeping, and then the cycle repeats. Day 3 with no sleep. Oh, jeez, I'm so sorry. I hope you can get through it. JL says, sounds interesting. I dislike anything too masculine after all. Yeah, but like it can still include like masculine or like mask stuff. Since I know that you sometimes still have like some attachment to that sort of stuff, it seems like. Oh, look at those thighs. I'm looking at my own thighs. Look at that. That's great. I really hope this smile does stuff to people. Let's see. Vaka says, is there a mask version of gender fey? I technically use all pronouns except she, her. There probably is. I'm not familiar with what it might be because I tend to be on the other side of that.
Like, I'm sure it exists.
Yeah, I'm sure it exists. Bugs, I usually say he, they for simplicity's sake. That makes sense. She also, yeah, would include femboy, which is where I feel most comfy usually. Bugs says, and am a femboy. Is does stuff to me. Good. Jay says, and I also totally not a cow, or rather a reflection maybe. What does this mean? What are you saying about totally not a cow? Let's see if there is opposite of gender fey. Gender fawn. That's what AI overview says. Okay, so let's search up gender fawn. Yeah, gender fawn, also known as gender fawn, just different spellings, is a gender identity where a person experiences gender fluidity but never identifies as female or feminine, unless the gender is also masculine aligned. That's what AI Overview says. How's it you? You're back! Did you hear any of what I said? Why are you talking about total eclipse of the heart? Constitute, did you hear any of what I said about the conversation? Yeah, I'm gender fun. Yay! I'm glad we got to figure that out. Yay! Oh, it's gonna be freaky when I do real streams. Like, really as these alters. Because like I said, I don't know who was here in the beginning when I was talking about this, but I'm thinking of doing streams where I quote-unquote roleplay my different alters, because I think that'll better help put me in those positions. Like how I have roleplayed my actual characters, and like my actual characters, I've realized recently, are actual expressions of my alters. So like, it'll be just like doing that, and it might make me more comfortable in presenting or expressing these alters.
It's interesting in that you're now saying alters instead of selves.
I'm trying to be more comfortable with it. Because I think another thing with me not saying alters was more internalized stuff. So I'm trying to feel more okay saying alters. But yeah, like a stream where I like, where it's literally called like Lullaby Plays whatever game. And then it's me being Lullaby, maybe doing a voice and trying to actually like quote unquote be in character. So it'll be me like role-playing and pretending and forcing, no, I don't want to say pretending, role-playing and kind of force myself to be this alter in hopes that that'll like allow that alter to really more so feel comfortable being there. As you said, the last I heard is they had theories about something. I'm sure what you're referring to, but I heard a bit how to get food. You asked me questions and then I gave you like a 20-minute long answer and you didn't hear any of it? Huh? And yeah, you roleplayed as Gamzee playing Minecraft, I remember. So what part of you was that? No. Not all my... That's not one of my characters. That one I actually did kind of dejectedly, to be honest. JL says, this is a joke. I hope that I understood. Yeah, I understood that, don't worry. Kazutu says, I will see the VOD. Okay. I think I'm gonna say the theory and then I'm gonna end the stream probably. What do you think, Jody? Jody's shrugging at me. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. You all wonderful, beautiful people. I love you so much. I had a good time doing this. I'm really glad I got to be here for a few hours. I was expecting to end this at like 2 hours, but then we started the political conversations that Kazutu apparently missed all of. I'm being silly. Don't worry. Food is important. What's my favorite type of bread? Raisin bread. I really like raisin bread. But yeah, I'm really glad we got to show off avatars and stuff and talk about identity. Maybe I will do a soon stream where I am being one of my different alters. We shall see. Also, we have to eat the world's hottest chocolate. Another funny thing about this avatar that might, like, I might say this and you won't be able to ever unsee it. It might be one of those situations. But these feathers that are on my shoulders, like the shoulder feather things, those in the avatar had to be made out of hair. So when I do this, they move with my head. It's weird. It's not supposed to be like that, but it is. And now you'll never unsee it. Taylor says, and again, I will be on the Pepper on the watch along. I really think you should watch Our House. I can explain how it was actually such an important thing in the LGBT community from what I understand. That would be good. Maybe we should set up like a weekly day for that as well. Okay. If you like to support the channel, please consider becoming a member. If you do get special benefits like emotes, badge shoutouts, and the ability to join me in a stream. My theory also. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain I'm not. I'm like 80% sure of this theory. I'm pretty sure, Kazutu, are you Zach? Pretty sure you're Zach, by the way you're talking. Specifically, like how you use words. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. In any case. Thank you to my tier 1 grubs who don't exist currently, but my tier 2 treats are Soe and Pie the King of Orange. My tier 3 full tummies, Nonix, and Movie Star. Thank you so much for the support. It means the world to me. Damn plot twist. Kazutu says wrong. I'm pretty good at guessing this stuff usually. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Can I buy you a game if I think it's something you'd enjoy? Of course, if you want to. I'd appreciate that, but don't do it if it's too much. Yoshi says, "Can you guess who I am next?" I think you are Ishokan. That's your name, but backwards. What else? What else? Yeah, otherwise, check out my Blue Sky and Discord server in the description below. Thank you so much for all the donations today. It really meant a lot to me. And we'll have a new donation goal thing set up soon, and we'll do the chocolate. Block says, wait, what do the crowns mean? I have no clue. YouTube just does that now. It's not me, I promise you. YouTube just does that. I'm sorry, your arm hurts, Silver. I hope you all enjoyed the avatars. Thank you so much. One last thing before we go, I want to show off the most recent avatar again. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, this is pretty good. You're a female, by the way. Do you use she, her pronouns? Are those your pronouns? I had a feeling because of the way you talked reminded me of one of my friends, Zach. I did think you were... Did I think you were human, or did I think you just were similar to human? I make these connections a lot, I guess. Your pronouns are she, her? Okay, cool, thank you. Good to know. Alright, I'm gonna see you all later. Thank you so much for being here. You're all wonderful people. I love you so much. Goodbye, bye-bye. Goodbye, bye-bye. Goodbye, bye-bye. Goodbye, bye-bye. A little bit of a butt peek. A little bit of a peek of the butt. Mwah.